Hello, everybody. My name is David Zombie here, and today in this video, well, not completely a video, I decided I want to do a good old podcast. Now, this podcast might be a bit shorter today because I don't want to make it really long. So today, instead of me doing this alone, though, I brought a special guest with me. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, this is his brother.
Yeah, so I decided to invite my little bro over here to join me the podcast.
Well, yes. I feel honored to be part of this podcast.
Well, great. Sounds great. So today, so eventually, this is the first episode of the podcast. This might be really short though. Try not to make it long though. So we're gonna make this podcast good and short and sweet. So hope you guys do enjoy this podcast. If you guys do, if you if you guys do, let me know down in the comments. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys enjoy the podcast.
It'd be very much appreciated.
Yes, yes, indeed.
Let's see. So, David,
Hmm?
how was that trip in Springfield you and our uncle went to
It was good.
last week?
It was great though. Going to Springfield with my uncle though is pretty good though. No that though. At least I have someone show me directions where to go in Springfield.
Let's see. Well, I don't quite remember, but why you went there in the first place? How
Oh,
long did you?
the reason why I went there for the first place because our uncle because my me and our uncle we were into space stuffs anyway. We into space stuffs anyway, in the school days he's been studying uh, of astronomy though in school though anyway. So not only he was introduced that into space stuff, but also in Springfield they have a they have what is that called anyway? I totally forgot. He
Auditorium?
Yeah, an auditorium. They have that in Springfield, and once in a week and once in a month they host an event in there that eventually you can. They do an event back there in Springfield, the auditorium. You go over there; it's completely free. You don't pay a free charge, so it's completely free though. You don't have to pay up anything. You could just show up and just go there, and you just go and look though. Look at the stars, look at the planets from far away distance from the Earth though. So eventually they're having an event. So they're hosting an event back there in Springfield. So eventually we decided to go there anyway. For me, so we won't miss the event they're doing in the auditorium. And to be honest with you, he was frustrated because eventually the auditorium, the area, first the where it's located at is complete. I want to say completely in the middle of nowhere, but since farm the the address that it's been located at, it's in the middle of farm fields. So technically surrounded with farm fields. You know what I mean, farm fields, right? Like homes and just farms, just fields. Fields. There's a barn, basically farms.
Mm.
So the location and the address is at. It's it's a it's a bit confusing and frustrated. Mostly our uncle is frustrated with it though anyway because because for the direct location for you to go there is completely hidden. You don't know where it is anyway. Even eventually they say they will pull up signs to say like, oh, we're right here. The auditorium is right here. But in reality when we got there it's not there. It's nowhere to be seen. So eventually he got really upset, and he got so frustrated that no that though he's not only he's frustrated where it's at though, but also he was afraid that if you don't find it, then I'm afraid we might miss the event. And eventually we went all the way here just for nothing though. So right after that, so where exactly the auditorium is held and located at? If you picture this, you're in the middle of nowhere though. You're in the middle of nowhere,
Mm-hmm.
and completely a driveway, a driveway locate a driveway. There's where a T is at in the driveway.
Yeah.
Drive. For you to drive.
Mm-hmm.
Picture that, but completely in the middle. I wouldn't want to say in the middle of the woods though, but a complete unknown location, which completely filled with farmlands. So right there, so if you go straight to the middle, you have three different directions for you to go. The left side, the left side, that's on the left side, and their words, that's where the auditorium is held at. The second the second side, which is private property, so you cannot go there. It's just another farm field, but it's just private property. Or eventually go completely straight though. Just go straight. So eventually when me and him were looking at the address to know where it is, it says go to the left. So we went to the left, and when we got there, it's nowhere. When we got there, he kept on driving and driving, and we end up in someone's property, a farm property. So eventually he was me. So we got so confused. So we're like, okay then. We're like, okay then. We're here. So where is it? We're in. Where it says right here to the. It says right here. It says right here. It's the exact location it's supposed to be in. But instead you're in a farm field. A, you're in someone's property and it's a farm. So eventually he got so frustrated. He was going through Google Maps. He's going through Google. He was watching YouTube videos. Where it is though. So instead of it, so that Google was no big help. Watching videos was no big help. So instead he went to the website, and he scrolled through all the way down to the bottom to the website until he found a number. It said, and it says right here, it says if you want to contact someone, it says there's a phone number and a person you need to contact to.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually he called that number, and he asked that person, where it is. It's supposed to be here, but instead you're in someone's property. You see houses, you see farms, you see animals around here,
Yeah.
but you don't see the auditorium.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually he put all his frustration onto the person on the phone though. Well, not angrily, not like in a fit of rage, but he was
Upset.
yes, he was completely upset. He was trying not to let his anger take over on the person on the end of the phone.
Mm-hmm.
So he asked that person on the phone, hey, where's the auditorium? Where is it though? Anyway, and that person said it's right there anyway, and it's right there anyway, and he said, well, I'm here. I don't see any. Well, I'm here. All I see, is all I see is a few houses and a farm back here. So I'm right here. So where is it? And so the person there on the phone was no big help. He said, it's right there. Or you need to go take a left. If you take a left and if you go 1,000 feet, boom, it's right there anyway. So eventually, in the end, so the person in the end of the phone was no big help to him, though. Anyway, was no big help to him on the end of the phone. So eventually, he hung up. He was angry, and after we left the property, though, there's a house and a farm there. Anyway, so eventually, I went, I took out my phone. I went to Google Maps. I scroll through the pictures, where the auditorium is supposed to be at.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guys, having some hiccups. But anyway, eventually we were scrolling through pictures through, where it's supposed to be at, and after that, on the corner of my eye, they have, and the corner of my eye, they have pictures. Where the building and the structure is at. So know that we went 1,000 feet. We went 1,000 feet. That says where it's supposed to be at.
Mm-hmm.
And know that though, you go 1,000 feet into your, and know that though, if you make into your right though, there is an empty field, completely an empty field to your right. So eventually we went there. So we went to the empty field completely. There's nothing in that field. There's completely nothing except for the cows. You just hear them.
You just hear them vibing like, who they?
Yeah, pretty much. You'd be like, "Hey, who that? Who that? Get out of here!" You could just hear. You could just hear them. You could just hear them mooing so loud. But when we got there, I was scrolling through the pictures, and there it was. The auditorium was right there. It was in the middle. And it's completely hidden. There's a wooden fence surrounding it, and surrounding it makes it twice as harder. It makes it so much frustrated. There's a fence surrounding it. No, that though, trees surrounding it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hidden that for some reason, I don't know why they want to keep it hidden. Maybe the reason why to keep it hidden, not shady people coming in, doing better, doing bad things to the property, so they just for shady people and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as we found it, me and him, we agreed we don't want to go back to the hotel and just call it a day, and call it a day. We came here for nothing. So instead, we stayed out there just not too long. I would say at least maybe 5 or 10 minutes. So we stood out there for like 5 or 10 minutes, and we just look up to the skies. We look up to the sky, and we look up at the sky. We saw stars. We saw the stars, shooting star, and the brightest star. We saw a bright star from Jupiter. Well, we didn't see fully Jupiter, but it's a bright star from far away from the planet Earth. And know that though, you can tell it's Jupiter because it would be the second brightest star far away from Earth though.
Mm-hmm.
Venus would be the second. Venus would be the furthest brightest. But anyway, I don't want to be here just explaining all this. So eventually, we saw stars. We saw a few shooting stars. We saw Jupiter far away at distance. And all that though, he didn't brought his telescope, which is that kind of disappointing because I really want to see the planets. I really want to. I'm a big fan of the planet though, Jupiter. I'm a big fan of it anyway, especially. If you have a telescope, you can see Jupiter's brightest moons. 4 of them. You can see clearly. Its 4 brightest moons. But anyway, so he didn't brought his telescope, so we just sat there. We just looked up the stars. I saw a few shooting stars here and there, and all that though you can see tiny bits of our galaxy, our own galaxy, the Milky Way. which you can see a bit. You can only see bits of it, of the Milky Way's galaxy, the arms of it, which is technically you can see a bit clearly. If you're far away, you can see it pretty much. You can see it clearly. So eventually, we stood out there for like 5 or 10 minutes looking at the stars, and after that, though, so right after that, we just went back to the hotel. We had lunch. Well, we had dinner. And after that, though, me and him watch a movie. And after that, though, we just went to bed.
Alright. So pretty much the whole thing was kind of a disaster.
Pretty much, yeah, though. Pretty much a huge disaster, and made him angry too, though. Anyway,
I don't blame him.
the way how eventually, it says it's supposed to be here, but instead it's so well hidden. It's surrounded by fence and trees. And know that though, to make it even harder, we were out there in the middle of the night though, so it was completely pitch black. We cannot even see it. There's no porch lights. There's no signs. There's nothing.
So you even brought a flashlight with you? You just had your phones?
Yeah, we brought our phones though, but even with it, we didn't even know where it is because it's completely hidden by
The trees and woods and all.
yeah,
So
pretty
it's
much.
completely camouflaged.
Yeah. It's completely hidden from the woods and all that though, surrounded with fences. So completely, we have no clue where it is anyway because it was completely pitch black.
I see.
And know that though, we don't want to waste our phone batteries just to find it anyway. So right after that though, so as soon as that we found it, okay, that's where exactly where it is. So eventually, for some reason, why it says it's supposed to be where it's supposed to be at, but some reason it's not there. And now we know it's completely hidden, and now we know where it is. So next time if they're hosting an event, we know exactly where it is.
That's a no for next thing. They just motherfuckers.
Yeah, pretty much.
It is where it's at for next time.
Niggles. Or no that though. We don't want to lose our track or know where exactly where it is the whole entire time. We should make a track field. We should make like our own little track line, our own little pathway to know where it is.
Oh, like a trail?
Yeah, we should make our own little trail to know where exactly where it is. And our secret way, we know where it is.
Yeah, it's good to know you still have fun after all that.
Oh yeah, it is. I really enjoy it too, though. It's really, really beautiful. It's amazing too, though.
What did you saw?
Well, I did say I saw Jupiter far away distance, and I saw a few shooting stars, and saw bits of our own galaxy, the Milky Way. Its arms too, though. A bit, not too much, but just tiny bits of it.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And say, I was over to the trip to the hotel. You two were bitching the whole time.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. We were complaining about it. Say how come it says it's supposed to be right here, but it says it's all the way over there.
Yeah, right here after 100 miles that way.
It's supposed to be right here, but it says all the way right there, hidden in the middle of the woods. Complete stupido.
Well, it's good to know you two had fun after all that mess. And you two were able to share the moment of bitching and complaining on your way back after all that.
Yeah, no, that
You right. Talk shit about on your way to the hotel and these motherfuckers.
So that's pretty much it was all about. And when we got to the hotel, we were just completely complaining about it. We were
woke up.
Yeah, pretty much. And after that, came back home, and I still complain about it.
With you?
Yeah, pretty much. So we're still complaining about it, and to make it eat and all that, though, we went to Mom, and we complained about it to her.
What the mom think?
Huh?
What a mom think?
Yeah, she didn't care.
You're like, man, that's tough, buddy.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, yep. Mom didn't. Mom gives no, none of that. She didn't care.
Yeah, well, tough to be you.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to know you two had fun after all that mess and all.
Yeah.
I think we don't have that much time to
No.
talk more about this.
Yeah. I wish we had plenty enough time, but today we don't. We're running out of time though. So yeah, guys. Guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. This is our very first video of the podcast. There'll be more. There'll be more videos like this. There'll be more podcasts like this. With me and my brother, we'll be talking about
Stuff, everything, and nothing.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys do enjoy it. If you guys really do enjoy it, then just please ask for more. Or no that. Instead of or no that. Sorry. Please just ask for more. Or no that though. You can hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for you guys to watch more like this.
Support would be very appreciated for us to know if you guys want more of these kinds of podcasts.
Yeah. But yeah, guys. We're calling it a day. I'm David Zombie here.
This is Daniel.
And we see you guys next time.